Hey everyone, we are back. It's Out of the Park Baseball 22. The Pittsburgh Pirates play through 2026. That's the year we're in, which is wild to think about. So we'll kind of get right into it. Last episode, we left off talking about our future with the core that we have and how 23 and 29 and we're on a steep losing streak. How are we going to combat this because we have no money to spend? Where are we what's the game plan for this year and next year, essentially? So here's what I figured out. I went through and I said, hey, next time we talk, I will have a core of players that I want to build around, or say, hey, these players, I will do everything in my power to keep them. So I identified 5, and there's 3 of which that I have high priority for. So we'll go through the 2 that I have as part of this quote-unquote core, but aren't the highest level of priority. And again, 5 of these current players, because we're trying to think of, okay, we don't have many money. If these next 2 years don't work out, or this year, next year, we're going to have to start, swapping people, getting a little bit younger, cost-controlled players, volume, quantity and quality, because I'm going to take I want to take one stab more with this core we have here, and then I'm going to want to play, maybe another 2, maybe not 2 years, anywhere between a 1 to 3 year window with another group of players if we can't win a World Series. I mean, as soon as we win a World Series, we're going to do something else in Out of the Park Baseball, I think. So anyways, the core that I really want to build around, two of the players that are in it, but not the necessarily highest priority. First is Nick Madrigal, and I'll tell you the only reason why he's not the highest priority. It's because of his age. And the same thing with the other one we're going to talk about. But elite defense, great bat skills. He has done nothing but play above average baseball since he came over in a trade. You can see his OPS plus was 143 his first year, which is fantastic. 103 last year, 131 so far this year. So he's been great for us. I just don't know in terms of re-signing him, if when his deal is up in 2028, if we're still playing this playthrough by then, is that someone we're going to want to re-sign? I would like to. I think he's a great player. We'll see how his skills adjust over time. But as of right now, he is someone that I would like to keep. So that's number 1. That's the first player I have. The second is J.J. Bleday. And really the same reason, his age. He's played excellent the last few years. Same thing. He had a down year his first year in the majors, but then every other year it's been OPS plus 134, 129, 136, 121. All OPS, or that's OPS plus. All his OPS has been very consistent in the 800s, almost touching 900 last year. So, I mean, the guy has just been a pure rock star. But again, 28 years old. I know we still have him through salary arbitration now. But when his years are up, are we going to want to invest that cash into him? Every player we're going to go through has 3 years left of arbitration eligibility, which I did not plan. That kind of worked out nicely. Actually, I don't know if you'd consider that nice. Maybe you might want to stagger it instead, but because that's a big bill to come due at once. But so they are they're the 2 that I'm thinking like, I want to keep it. But if I can't, if I got to move on from them, then I have to move on from them. The 3 that I will do anything to keep, anything, as much as I can to keep, and in no particular order. Number 1, Kumar Rocker. So he hasn't had the – well, I was going to say he hasn't had the 3-WAR season. He has had the 3-WAR season. He hasn't had like the all-world season that maybe my expectations are just too high. But he shows such great flashes of being a world beater, and he hasn't had that season yet. But he's so young. He's 26. He's a power pitcher. All of his ratings are super high. All his 3 pitches are great. And he is someone that I will do really anything to keep. That's number 1. Because because 3 years he'll be 29. That I would like to maybe get him locked up beforehand, if I can. And that's what we're talking about. We don't have any room. We don't have any room to maneuver now. But if we get rid of some of these players this year, next year, whatever, we will have a little bit more cap room, and maybe we can sign some extensions now, so we don't have to worry about it in 3 years and overpay. We can get good value for it now. So that's one. The other is Royce Lewis. Great defensively, plays multiple positions. Great on the base paths. His batting statistics are pretty good as well. And then this year, he's just hitting the cover off the ball. 362 batting average. That's higher than most players' on base percentage nowadays. OPS plus of 179. Of course, we're only in the first 2 months of the season, so that will regress a little bit. But it's a position. He plays a position that is hard to find. A bat, a glove, and some legs. You usually get, some legs maybe if you're lucky, but you want the glove. But he has all three. So, he has the frame of borderline third baseman, maybe, and he plays good shortstop. So, that's someone that it's a position rarity. But I bet, to be honest, we could probably get a lot for him if we ever needed to trade him. So that's the other one. And the last one that I will do anything to keep is Alec Thomas, for the same reasons. Great on the base paths, great in the field, great at the plate. Ever since, he made the majors, he's been above average hitter. But particularly the last 3 years were his best years. OPS plus of 131, 125, 127. Looks like he might be on pace for his third straight 4-WAR season, which is pretty incredible. And yeah, he's doing everything. He does everything right. So if I had to, and again, 26 years old now, if I had to order them, I would probably order them. Oh, geez. Probably Thomas, Lewis, and then Rocker. If I had to order in the importance that I see these players having. So that's kind of the core. So that's going to give me some guidance as we simulate June here. I'm going to understand, okay, is this season lost? Because here's the conundrum I'm running into. Since we're not losing many players after this year. So I'll go here. All the players that we have, I'll go to our salaries. All the players that I just mentioned, and everyone else really outside of Trevor Rogers, Cole Tucker, and JT Brubaker. Those are the only ones I can't trade. Jazz Chisholm, I called him Chaz for a second. I can't trade him because he's a Rule 5 draft pick. JT Brubaker, Cole Tucker, and Trevor Rogers are the only three I have to make a decision on at the trade deadline. Because it's... I believe this is a good core, but if it's not going to compete this year, I have to say I believe at maximum this core has one more year open. So if they can't compete in 2026, they potentially could compete in 2027. So if we don't turn around in June, I have to figure out, is it worth keeping them another year, or not keeping them? Is it worth trying to win in 2026 with them? Or should I just trade them? But then that hurts. Well, I guess it doesn't really hurt the future year because they're not under contract. So I guess this June will really depend on whether we continue with, or if we don't trade them or if we do trade them. But those are the only three that we really have to make a decision on. And then the other players we can kind of wait and see. Okay, if this year doesn't work out, we still have next year. Okay, if we're in the same spot next year, then we can start unloading players. If we're 23 and 29 this time in 2027, then it's okay, Tommy Doyle, Jackson Arias, gone. Brian Hayes, gone. He didn't make my list. Carson Kelly, gone. Fuentes, even Baum maybe. Beer, gone. And it's okay, maybe if we can get talent, high-level talent that is in the high minors now or could make a contribution quickly and then progressing 1 or 2 more years, with that core. So that's kind of what I'm thinking through here. So we're going to sim the month of June, and we're going to see if we keep falling behind. I mean, I feel like we're going to have to make a move for Brubaker, Tucker, and Trevor Rogers. And then I got to decide, am I looking for help that could come in 2028, or am I looking for players that could help, this year maybe and next year? So there's a couple of decisions we're going to have to make depending on how June goes. Based on how we've played so far, I don't feel confident about June. We're a little bit banged up. Our starting pitching, all of our prospects that we were really hoping to come through for us all have long-term arm injuries. So that's not great at all. And our farm system's in disaster, which is also putting a little bit of pressure on this. If we had a great farm system, that pressure to this is your last shot, that wouldn't really be there. So I've already talked for 10 minutes, but we're going to go through a month here. Or at least the first few games, just so there's some action. But that's kind of my thought process here as I go through this simulation. So, I mean, opening up June against the Dodgers, who are 32 and 22, isn't fun either. So, all right, we'll go to the schedule, and we'll hope for the best. We'll do kind of a reset here. We'll ask the coach to, makes one adjustment to the lineup. All right, let's see any adjustment to the pitching staff. We'll see. Nope. All right. So let's sim away. All right. 2-1 win. I like that. Boom. Bomb. I just want to trade him away so I can stop pronouncing his name incorrectly, because I pronounce it twice each time. So one of them's right, one of them's wrong. Bueller got hurt. Chris Sale also got hurt. I think every time we've played Chris Sale, he has gotten hurt in these simulations. But, okay. 7-3 loss. 1-0 win. A trade proposal here. Make it happen. Matt Klentak, our GM, wants me to make this deal happen. Travis Swaggerty, our starting center fielder, for a closer? This guy, bro, get out of here. I'm not making that deal. Oh, and I should also check to make sure that we have 3 picks in this first round, so I want to make sure that we have as many players as possible either high, not as though we made them high, but their scouting accuracy here. So I went through and did the averages, so now I got to go through and do the highs. I know this isn't the most exciting thing to watch, but since we're playing through it, I don't want to waste any more days. We're just going to do it here. We're just going to get through this top crop. Oh, it's all players. I should do all players. There you go. Who is this guy? Oh, Sean Bacon. I was going to say, overall 5 stars already? What the heck? That's wild. Okay. Wow, this looks like a pitcher-heavy draft, doesn't it? Pitcher-heavy draft indeed. All the best players look as though they are pitchers. So we're just going to do we're going to go through a group here. We'll request these ones, and then we'll call that a day. I mean, high, very high. There's some differences, but for the most part, you're going to get pretty accurate information on these. So what I'm looking at here, in case you don't follow, over here, this is scouting accuracy. So because we have so many high picks, I want to make sure our scouting accuracy is very, very high for the most amount of players that we have. And we have a good amount that are high to very high. I think there is a big difference between average and high, but in terms of high and very high, I don't know how big of a difference that actually is. But just want to make sure we're trying to get everyone here. Yeah, this is a draft episode that we'll definitely play through together because of the two compensatory picks that we got for. Oh, geez, I can't even remember. Chris Paddock and Nick Senzel. Hey, there we go. I did remember. Okay. Okay, I think that's good enough right there. So we'll go back to the schedule. All right, 1-0 win. I did not look at that yet. Beer with the only home run, and it was a solo dolo. Trevor Rogers going 6 innings. Okay, no need to harp on that win, I guess. All right, Arizona, let's go. 6-3 win in 10 innings. What happened here? Top of the 10th. Okay, so it wasn't like a home run. It was just they chipped away here. Top of the 10th, it seems. All right. Tristan Beck got hurt while pitching. Okay, that's not great. Blade 3 for 5. Chisholm, hey, 3 for 4. Nick Gonzalez 3 for 5. Nick Gonzalez has played pretty well this year. Okay, we'll sim this game now. 8-1 win. All right. Hey, maybe I might. Actually, I'm not gonna jinx anything. 8-1 win. What happened here? Oh, whoa! Carson Kelly, 6 RBI, 3 for 4. I mean, that's one way to do it. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go back to the team page here. Tristan Beck's only day-to-day, so that should be all right. All right, can we get the... So we clinched the series win against the Diamondbacks now. All right, Brian Hayes goes 3 for 4. All right, so they're making it tough on me, which, hey, I would much rather have it this way than the other. And a sweep. Okay, Alec Boehm, take your 3 days off, man. Don't have to alert me to that. Don't have to be dramatic. All right, a sweep against the Diamondbacks. Who came through big? Gonzalez with 2 RBI, Boehm with 2 RBI, Blade with 2 RBI, and Rocker, our stud, 5 2/3, 4 Ks. All right. Diamondbacks aren't very good, though, so. All right. Let's see. Now, do we have... Yep, we're back to the Dodgers, which... Okay, I keep receiving these messages here. Now, if we can... I was going to say, if we can win against the... What we have to be able to do is win against these good teams. It's still a series from these guys. From the Dodgers to the Cardinals. Yeah, see. I'm getting all these dang scouting reports. Come on, you can't get swept. You can't get swept. God damn it. Well, okay, looks like the Cardinals haven't been doing much either. So, all right, well, things have tightened up a little bit, at least in the division race. The Cardinals are crashing. Yeah, I was going to say, look, Cardinals are crashing hard. We were surging a little bit. The Brewers are crashing hard, too. Oh, that's the Cubs. I didn't even realize that. Oh, we did a little switcheroo here. The Cubs have been surging. So we've not made any progress. In fact, I think we lost the game in the wild card. So it looks like our only hope at getting in the postseason is winning the division outright, which that's kind of how it's been for all but like 1 year. So not a huge shocker there. But, okay, so now we have a series against Milwaukee that's in the middle of a tank job. So a 3-game series. Okay, come on, let's go. Big win. Got to win series like this. All right, 6-4 win. Royce Lewis with 4 RBI. JT Brubaker goes 6 2/3. Okay, all right. A sweep of this series would be so tasty. Oh, well, there goes that. All right, win the series. You got to win the series. Oh, shit. Look at that. We are 4th in the NL Central. Only 2 games from being in the basement. But we're 4.5 from being in first place. Cardinals may be turning it around right now, which is no fun for anybody. All right. Screw it. We'll sim the whole month together here. All right, 9-1 win. Brian Hayes with 4 RBI. All right. Let's see. Nationals. We're not winning series. That's the thing. Oh, well. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we have a 4-game series, so we didn't clinch this one yet. Day. Looks like this was an even effort here. Oh, one run on top of the 11th. What happened here? Hayes, run scoring ground out. All right. Hey, we'll take it any way we can get it. Player of the game, JT Brubaker. Swaggerty ejected in the 2nd inning for arguing a strike call. Interessante. All right, win the series against the Nationals. Come on. There we go. 7-3 dub. A big fat dub. Swaggerty and Koch, whatever. Rocker 8-5. Okay. There's our boy Keyboom. God, can I pronounce? I'm gonna have to watch YouTube videos on these players so I can know how to pronounce their name. All right, 3 against the Mets coming up. We're only 2 games back now after taking 3 or 4 from the Nationals. So Mets are having a shit season, so that should help us. 2 games behind the Cardinals, 1 behind the Brewers. NL Central still super tight. Our offense just completely, it looks like, bottoming out. But I feel like we've scored a lot in the last few weeks. Maybe they're just climbing out of a hole here. All right, 3 against the Mets, who are having a terrible season. 3-2 win. Okay. Madrigal, 3 for 4. Rogers gets the win there. All right. Our resolve is showing. Our team's resolve and grit looks as though it's showing. A 7-4 win. Who's the big hitters here? Cole Tucker with 2 RBI. Nick Gonzalez, who is hitting .316 this year. Man, we are just burning through our bullpen. We are throwing so many arms per game, it seems. Syndergaard was hurt. Yeah, it just seems like we are throwing so many arms per games. Oh, shit. I didn't even notice that. We are first place in the NL Central with a losing record. Wow. Hey, let's take advantage of this year. I guess there may be no trade at the deadline. Wow. We are in a bizarro world right now. All right, let's finish out the month before we get too excited here. The Mets sweep the series. Can we get a sweep? Oh, 4-3. Let's go. Somehow we won and dropped to 2nd place. Not sure how that happened when we were first already. All right. 2-game series against Detroit. All right. 5-4 win. Alec with 4 RBI. Brubaker, 7 2/3. All right, get the 2-game sweep here. Okay, half game in front of the Cardinals. But you know what that means? Whenever something like this happens, the Cardinals go on a run where they win 30 games in a row. Helped by the AI. 6-4 win. Unbelievable. I love this. Swaggerty, 3 for 3 with 2 RBI. Kumar Rocker, 15 strikeouts. Oh, shit. Only 73 game score? What happened there? Okay, a player that didn't pitch. Oh, no, never mind. He did pitch 2/3. He just got hurt. I was like, wait, what? That's one of our young guys, our young guns. Will be out 1 week. Dead arm. Okay. That's fine, I suppose. Swaggerty is on fire. Seth Beer is ice cold, according to those emojis or emotes or icons, whatever you want to call them. All right, still tied with the Cardinals for first place. So we have 5 more games left in the month against San Francisco, who I believe is not having a good season. Actually, they must be winning their division. Never mind, take that back. And the Reds, who are, they're not having that bad of a season. It's just a bottleneck here. So, all right, 4 against the Giants. Big series. 6-4 win. Oh, and look who's back or coming back. Steve Fuentes. Hopefully he pitches all right. Hey, we will take any arms we can get. You know what I mean? We will take any arms we can get. All right. 6-4 win. What happened there? Blade, 2 RBI. Even battle throughout. Again, we just throw a ton of relievers every game. I feel like half our bullpen's in the starting rotation. Another win. I'm not gonna jinx. I'm not gonna say anything. Chisholm, man, every time this guy plays, he has a big game, I feel like. Or maybe that's just when I don't know. Glass now. Sorry, just coughed in your ear, everyone. Glass now, 6 2/3. I did not see this. 2-run in the top of the ninth. Jazz Chisholm hammered a 2-run home run. Wow. All right. Can we clinch the series win against the Giants? Oh, look, shocker. We've gone on this great streak, still in second place. I'm telling you, I will swear till the cows come home, this out of the park playthrough has some type of AI in it that once the division gets either the division gets competitive or the Cardinals fall on a losing streak, they go on a winning streak that is twice as long than anybody else in the division. I'm telling you that this is real. It is real. I want to talk to the developers about it. Okay, there we go. We lost our streak. How many games was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9-game winning streak. Pretty good. All right, come on. Oh, 14-2. Jiminy Cricket. I don't know what word I was saying there. Whew, man. Just got on. 6th inning was huge. 7 runs in the 6th inning. Brubaker got that run support right at the very end of his outing. All right, so we got 2 here. We might just play we'll play the whole series against the Reds. So Reds are struggling. Okay. Back spasms. Come on. If you're hurt, don't play. Nick. Player development update. All right, looks like some guys are improving. Evan Sierra is improving while hurt somehow. Okay, got a 3-1 loss there. A 10-3 loss. That is no good. Still only 1 game back. All right, so we're going to stop there. Do we have a top 100 prospect? Nope. Let's see. Has our farm system gotten any better? Nope. 29th out of 30th, so I guess it has. How? I have no freaking clue about that. It is hurting, though. So, okay. So now we're in a little bit more of a conundrum. I guess we're going to keep the players we have unless July gets real ugly. Then we'll go. But hey, June actually worked out much better than I thought. I mean, I can't believe we're still in the race, and maybe it's not I guess we have been playing better, but we've definitely been helped by the Cardinals and the Brewers just shitting the bed just a little bit. So, anyways, appreciate you guys sticking around, hearing the long-term plan for the team, and then appreciate you guys joining me, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace.